Edu Enwotwe Peace 104.3 FM so ni dwumade ye friend the platform ye de bro dwada na ukua da bra no nwotwe kase bo no akọ na wieye e friend me nana ya kese obetimi afrem the cardinal me NMD side dwumade ho chia me the platform enie enenso so de epon so ayehye pa na eneno enkomo no edoso ya papa Dr. Friye Ghana so afọ hwe abodemu nyansape ho ensam so afi odomanko abobrem niam atwa Asia watenase doc atenase de na chese ene sehwi e studio hase anwumrei na sehwi hase so sehwi ba enkran de na obetwam amasama so de uduru ho a amasama manche eye Clement Wilkinson anwumrei honorable Clement Wilkinson so atenase ni that is I
yamya do we here
na me hu acha
adam so ana
minsro
se be se no we idea
ade
we ka so so bi sa
minsro hwan ya
so wa ya
David minsro bia that is I
yamya do we here pa na so
oh nyankopon do me hu wache
yabo
kam ne wa o
ba se duma idea won se umo bu fudu na so ti dua no nkomu a wa wodi ase na eso hweso
sa
o za
ti se mi na ese me hweso
eso hweso because mi ti dua no nkomu ndi eso hweso kam nti bi ma
sa o
anka na so
aso anyway mame mo abaso na nsen Macedonia Road isa kwan no enye kra na baby amekwa sorry open hold no so akwa akosiesie kwan no so amai kama yeda wase pa
me so me damase
me ka say ye beto abana na baby amafu enam the good Dr. Free is nam say doc
hey
Dr. Free otu nche ya nam say doc dabi ye kwan de doc wanya mai pa no nche ni ye me ka no I think Tuesday Saturday mko fu nam ko na akwa na Dr. Free akwa me ba Monday na msabeda na siso doc we dey kan wa ye ndi say ye hu na nye ne ye be kan mo ye so na ye yi a na chese yaka na ya bomba baso na why it is is our crime municipality on yours municipality say bibia boko de
well bibia boko de nye boko sa say de eja ye nuanum kan so man mu ayehye ni ade baby kura me de me pe no kura meji tum evi say o man a eto oje kura be ya asema wontumi nye to na nso obi anya tidal wave kura no nso say at the same time for sikabra be ye we no nso obra usu wa bo apampam asa bra usu say me nye to any ade no a wonim wani tuase sky so enso eno no ye be kan ho asem hopefully
Mate.
No, ya jitum se nyoma bi wo ho a nanka me president here me says almost every week or two mininisha nanka person ye bibi o wa ye mi pa nanso nyoma bi wo ho a na esa wo hwe ni ye na wo ye balance no draw line correct ya be
Mate. Mame Honorable Clement Wilkinson hominini wie pe na maba Dr. Every year so abusia for Clement Wilkinson abankra chepeni a ohwe Gan West mention no so anwumrei wato en studio ha sei Honorable Wilkinson majo akwaba
yeja menua
Gan West etisen
Gan West we pa the gateway to Accra
na wakwan nsem tisen
makwan nsem de se ne me papa kasisi yi akwan ne de on se Ghana no day in day out ekwa ne be beka ho enti e bi ba beka ho no ni ye no ya na din kakra ye gusu pa me wo 486 kilometers across enti me ba ye nyame adom me nam 165 ni nyina ye gusu banka kakra na ade ne befa wo fie ni mu a wo se emfa omo e fo mo fie ni mu nyina so obiela ni sisi o beka che wo se ampanyampa kwa ni egusu ye na ohun se enanumre mechia ya mampani na nado danko akufo ado esanse ono na o he the good coach ye the players ni egu park ni so na we ya dia ami say champion ndi say ye gusu dindindin na seni ye nyina enum se Ghana politics ni sitie no Oba amasaman per se a enne a yakase ye census for wi o madwuma no metimi aka kiro on authority say the whole Ghana baby a nipa dɔso pa ya Amasaman eba beto aba no na yeto so miensa uyi Ahyiaman na uyi Domi Kwabenya na uyi Ahyiaman na Amasaman eto so miensa a che so mo mutimi to aba ne ye 156,000 enti se uhwe ye IGF a ye nya wo ho na uhwe kwandodo a ewo ho na uhwe school for dodo obedu classroom bi kura no mo ye nipa be 170 a muti classroom ba kumo na teacher ni no school for na table na boy ni anti ono wontimi nko akire hobi ontimi nanti emfam kura eti de eba ni say teacher ni be gina animu wasa na mo di apon eti ye wo adwuma kese pa eye na aya na me nwanwa say enne no say political party bia sori a oso na MPP enye ehwe CPP abedi aban so da NDC edi more than 20 something years MPP ezu yaba me di amaye no meti ma kire se me di anie obi nso nka ne di anie hu but me di de o mo say Ghana fo nyina hu say e ho no nkoyie enti no mo di ma yen enti ye na ye se ye adwuma no ye ne yie pa enti me mpese me di ba compare obi di akura ma adina ko ba na wo na ya wo ka de utimi area ho utimi won se de o shiwbo e wo ho enipa domo a edu anopa omo pie mu nyina be fa sa kan ekwan ba ko no so wa ofi ofanko na wo konsa we mu a efi poko ase ko nyina no e gateway but hwe ka dodo a efa so ne hwe ekwan a ye wo ho ekwan atiatia mienu nti cars ne yeso mase ya enye se cars no eya nkofo kase o nkofo ton ade okwan no ho eno nti na traffic no wo ho nkofo yese dabi ekwan no ankasa no asai eye highway no eye N6 no asai nti asai no ka bia na mso a oto no bo ase o kofia o ntimi drive 100 km per hour the obetimi akwa ya 45 to 50 km nti ka bia du wachi bia ono so kwasa no mu delay 2 minutes difference so be 60 kilometers and 70 kilometers na o ko 50 a o delay 2 minutes late nti ninyi na kabomu a na ye bebre nti sa udina poko ase interchange ni so na so tu wani na o hwa Amasama o tun se ho efe pa o hu light nko adenti cars na ekon light no o mu echi tail light na wo hu because obi ato no obi a nice break so ene na wo hu eti na efa Amasama de ye ame ye gusu pa
okay
ye ka sei me ba na Amasama ne enwale shawa wo ho ne enwale shawa
nti o ma
but enne ye ka sei ye dwale shawa ndi ana me bo mo kokko e ka jo mo say onim shawa na wo dwale no first no na wo di nsuo wo di bucket ene bu nsuo e ko si ho na wo di bucket ne bu nsuo a e san wo bucket ne mu a na je say wo ko wanim but enne no nipa no mfa bucket nwale biom wo di shawa no na esi ne so enti enije wo kro num me wo be 67 communities and now make say matra 29 communities a ye di nsuo pipe water akọ nkasa baby a nsuo ni nsu no e ho nso no two boreholes amomo a omo nso omo hu ato omo kama ndi na Amasama de o boko
yo enti maybe say sabre obi bisa say o major problem pa e wo municipality ho a den na abeka na
me be problem e wo municipality na nam say nipa no e koso buso ni nti no I mean, hospital say. I mean, as I said, I mean, you nimu kakra. Ye no fi wa a school at 9 ye nya ye nimu no. Even though e buy do no aye sini nyina no kra no. O si wi a Amasama ye baby ametimi aka say ho ye dormitory. Nkofo fi ho e ba adwuma okrom. Nti nkofo mo te ho ene omo ko school wo ho no. Omo doso ankasa. Nti sa no mani here there say ye cha ne tutu aye nya say nya ba 5 6. Nti e major problem my pa say see abomodin akwan no dey say dem ka tell no contractors wo so a omo ye akwan no all right but just say omo delay contractors no omo delay eti no e so omo ye ntem because akwan no doso
problem ne ye den
contractors no oh problem no bia na adwuma ne doso nti okoha no akotwa edu ba bia wo say oh e na ye ntua meka but unim contractors ne ka say ye ntua mo ka edu ba bia menu omo nya adwen wo kwan bi so esan say me kura me nim say nansi ya just etuatua contractors ka bebree ka ama obi age ni sika but first of all contractor bi obi akodi adwuma bi ya no ahwade no wo ho say obeye adwuma anya tin ya de contract na ma ho enti say ya say amount 20 Ghana na oji mo 10 a ezo utimi koso na oye adwuma but say wo jaye kwan no to say misika ya ama me no ebia me raise certificate no sika ya ama me ni nti eno ho adwuma de ma ya wie nti say me twen say me ezo ye foforo ansa na ya san raise certificate na ya de ama nti problem no ane say contractors no adwuma na ya de ma omo a omo hwe say omo be ye adwuma no rather than say omo be twentwen so na onipa ye drainage why gutters why no ma wie no wo afi obekọ no na nyina sa ebio eno na emwa yen se ne be ya ebetima koye ne muntentem but ekwa ne de contractors omo so si ano hwe amasama na ekwa ma wo nyina no contractors means be nan wo ho a omo kuso ye adwuma but delay no mo delay.
I see. Pokuase amasama si se ho na traffic na be gina pa ɛna na wo ma ho analogy first this is waka che wura mampani say problem awo ɛhɔ no because say ebo anwumre be 5 now if poku ase kwa masama punishment
oh anya so maka che mampani o ya we na ayi lawyer ayi road minister on the time bi amene ne di hu nkomo na za kwa no say e the contract na ma
sharapoma o se ho ahwan no
ali malipoma e di amano anka last year Christmas in Mukra no anka yeso wo hyase na oye adwuma pa but be 2 weeks ni me hu say omo machines omo de ko nyina omasa de ni nyina ba odu amasa ma na on your right obo so maye friends kase bi pa wo ho omo de ni nyina san babaka ampa me friend no ka je me so omo ba hyase even Christmas no na nka mo hwe say omo be patches kakra na nka cards no etimi aye but me hu say enu na problem because oye patches no kura no a on the patches ni bi ho ye ya say ye asphalt lane no oya ebi kura ba so na ye eni nyina ye bumping eti no so mbe sha se mo maye no plekwa no maye traffic ni de ufi pokwa sisi ameka say odu ho sisi a no ka so ko to buta traffic over for more than 1 hour then they were
aden necessary basa
say kwa ni na nye kwa ni ya nka cars no mbeko
nti be ndaben.
Oh, contractor no aba.
Contractor me nyini ni o.
Oh, nyini ni. Oh, eso dini di say Ali Malipoma dey want say one of the big contractors here.
But on na juma na mama me hu so big but see ada me nyini ni because time or dim rika be dwi kwan o kosisa concrete slab be twentwene kwan yenim so o ye wi a ne san so.
Oh, jini na obeye.
Onye na me hwe. Onye na me hwe metima.
Because baby o ya kwan nya wo mfa ho.
Sa.
Because wo fia masama baby o fa ya kuma any 6 ya no akosi go so half mem no branch me boa
sa
baby o ye ya that rose no nko
o ye wo he kire me
o de ko no fo ko hwe e kwa wo ye
no he fa
o ni lola
akabo
o se ho kwa ni nya so kama o ko be 2 hours na o be sia ka mienu
anyway honorable ti na de ye bon komo kakra fa ya kan say Gan West omo mu tie o Gan West den na obeka e de a kire omo anwumre obi a o tie o Gan West bia na
the America cho munya ni say me de me say omunyina municipal assemblies no e challenge kakra e woni say IGF property rates ye jeje ye businesses nkofo o mesisi so mo dan ene nkofo mo ye business choba sport ni sa no mano onim say e chabes wie ne say ye jeje sika na e dimpa enye tembia so na odi police be di ni pechi enye tembia na eso ko tutu nkofo dan mu say onye adwuma e obi wa ATS ni wontu ada ogo kan o se me kwan nya ntimi ntua
e obi ozo omo soso ma hoda
say ni obi ma hoda dia na wo no obi ma hoda but say metimi che 160 bills right na say 200 Ghana kwa say but obagia che say afini be ko na wie no na ntoko awako no but onim ye nyina ye hia say ye be develop your area as I say about ye say me what there asema mba beken ye me as a municipal chief executive and ma many assembly members ya fa ho adwin which we will do it because the one is say oh na nkofo bi aba oh yakoto gravels ebia ye area ho na kwan no enye nti makọ rounds a me ne omunyi na ehia a me ne o makasa community bi odu a ye wo landlords association a omo so ye omo meetings me ne o mahia say nti ye ti wo ya ye main road ya ya kwan ebia corners ni de enya ntimi nye ye no die na ye nso ye betimi aye omo ba out because nkoma me de to omo nyim ni very good say omo di tuma betimi aboa ye ye nyina ye beboa ama ye ntokro mu akwan no na ya oka ho sɛ deɛ yɛyɛ free fixing ayi a yɛde gye yɛ ntoboa ne yɛ nneɛma a yɛde yɛ adwuma no yɛbɛyɛ saa bi at least yɛwɔ 3 years
baby amiti last year saa aboɔ no me nko a metɔ trip 7
okay
police ni bi ɛte me nkyɛn me ne police ni no tɔ 7
okay
because na ɛkwa bi da yɛ nkyɛn hɔ no yɛ tietietie ɛne yɛyɛ one day yɛkɔ adwuma ba yɛba akwa bi so ofiri ho akwa first excavator sa bi twa deɛ na yɛkɔfa akwa ne sɛ kada no mi nya no a ho
nti we ne yɛpɛ sɛ yɛnya yɛka yɛ ho bom nti wotɔ 7 ɛna obi nso tɔ 6 na obi nso tɔ 6 ɛna yɛnya yɛka yɛ ho bom yɛwɔ contractors yɛ no mo ego so yɛ di nkɔmɔ yɛwie ya yɛbɛ launch ne kama na obi aboa yɛpɛ sɛ yɛyɛ akwan yɛpɛ sɛ yɛyɛ adeɛ baabi ansuo ni yɛpɛ sɛ yɛboa because aban no ɛyɛ ne fam deɛ yɛn nso a yɛte mamofo nso yɛbɛyɛ nso yɛ deɛ because area no so ɔno yɛ wɔn kasa bɛdi wɔn adanseɛ efi ɔsono dompia bɛka abirikuma ɛkɔ dobro nsawam dobro ɛhɔ na ameyɛ bandre no wɔ nti ɛyɛ baabi a ɛso paa ɛna mu adwuma no ɛdɔɔso eti obi a wɔga wɛs wɔtie bi adeɛ mɛmi deɛ na ma yɛ no yɛ ana me nhyɛ da nya problem me nkurɔfoɔ ho too much dan sɛ anopa wɔ fifie waba adwuma mu wɔ kurom obi akɔfie a ɔnkɔto no sesei yɛ data yɛ kyɛ nyinaa no ɛnkyɛ wobɛnya wo ankasa wobɛnya message wɔ wo phone so yɛ ameyɛ mɛ dada wo fie yɛ mma fie bio mɛka sɛ o bia bɛtua wo sika nti wonya saa message ne wie a wowɔ sɛ ne wobɛyɛ a wobɛtua mobile money no wetua boko ni enso ni amount receipt
but mo pa property with mo pay private person na mo fama no nje na mo man commission
onim say sa private people no I mean they are more for some time they are more for some time but omo no ya na omo ntimi nko deep ankasa because ono na animu ya oni na number 1 but yen task force so onim say be bia no a obesi dan e wo tokro bia mu task force beka so ma ho
omba
ana me boa
stop work do mo nim chiro pa
mo nim chiro but ye nim start work chiro e trust stop work ni wie na nyame adom na obeye wasede na wo ye wie a anka ne pepe mu no se atimi che obibi nso a che se eduma no start eno nso ne ya na nkofo de biti akaka tembi obeko na stop work ne wo se why dey so why ne permit so wonye ye se si ameka se ya design ameka de bi kama se eba ne sana so ambeje permit na ye hu na ni so wie na obeye wasede wie a oji o permit ni wie a ye ma wo sa ayi na no da kwotare wo dan no but nya se wo da kwotare ho keke se obi abetimi abetwa bi atare o se mekta me phone na me du ho na me scan ya se your original me hu se ya ye dia se ye wa so na wo di abo ho ase na ebi no mutimi to red paint ama mo a trust stop work no sa no betimi ya card ni so abo ho
I see
so enti ya ye ni such a way se me du ho na me ma me phone so na me scan pa me hu se we die if you assembly no na ye di aba enti enye se but say scanning is na say one na wo di bo ho dia I mean your balance ni e normal ya ye no edu bekom
I see
enti yes obia
ana bo wasem twa to kra
oh man se me twa to kra ni say me say me mpanimfo atena se die on be bobo budget no kama because me say this week ya ko Christmas ye budget papa bi say no eno amun se mo ne beka na ya kam mun se mo sa no a na ye nso ye ntimi nkase ye nka bi me de budget ndem hu ni say eno ma wo mu ne ya kama pa se me senior brother say we bia no
Eric J
masa o ba yemi ni akutu awo na asoma obeka nya na ka wuti obo awanyi
aprebo enyina aprebo
in the budget the moon seven and mebu no a ye Ghana de a me ka ho me say parliamentarians ni misrom omunyi ntuma yen de ntia me say omunyi ntuma ni say wo kana wo ye MP no a wo kana wo so wonyi ntuma no wo ko we kwase a wo so ye kotake wo e kwa na enye nsuo na eni ho no ye kwa kotake wo we kwase ho nti say wo ye wonyi ntuma ye ntuma na enche 2 years to come obi abeko primaries na wo ko kase abanya anya hwe ya obi a wotie yem bia say MPs no anye budget na ntomo a omo ba mo misa wo say budget na mo anya ntomo no na mo pese abanya diska ben e be ye adwuma because wo ba no gina simpio so catch me say wo pese se mo toma me amekọ a me kwan we meye no fa jo no MP nti me kan wo kan bi so obehwa ye omo kwan nyina ma omo obeye wei na osa ko primaries bi ono so wanya na dream papa ani ne botaye a na wanya ni su nyina no enye adwuma
mate
eti no MPs no omunti ase mayen na bibia anya boko because answer na economy nua be ma oti wei me so ono so be pa omo chew se omunyi ntum na bibia nko kama so wofaje ono oba ya waka ba menu ya penny na maker me say on the okay menu ya kutoa me so be po mo chew because me cause is here
ona bansa na obe kokra no obi si me misa say Odumasi road ye da hemfie nanim ho no da be na mboguzo
ye beguzo na say okasi ye beguzo dia ekwa no ne ya ye nyina sa contractor no ye fe no Achado construction na the omni say me come on mate on bisa sa question na make ekwa no adile kakra because 3 years ago any the contract no e man
Achado construction
yes o ye kwa no kama ana go bia no say eguso awie nanso ebeka ho Odumase kwa na o mobisa no eni mari akwan enu ne akwan a odwi ho wa amasama a wonti ase because tem bia contractors wo so nzu hu eduma bia koso mari akra de be 2 years no bia nko ho nti Odumase fo se mo bisa me se da be ne ebeguso a mini contractor no eni feeder roads for eda ho ye yeguso a ye meetings say odi Christmas yi se ne ye nu ya ye betwatwa so kama na cars no monfa so but if January record here because ye the man 18 months na ye the man no apam wonhwe no onya kwan ma ye so if say ye ntwa na ka me ontwe me na me kokan ya was oni mini contract no yes so anya kama
also onu ni
contract also oni mini contract I think yes contract o ka tell me say oni mini contract na me pa say me bisa asem bia me nko feeder rules enu nti me ka say the entire contractors ni nya sa 2 mini ka sa asem ni say MC ni ye ni Colombia wo contract document ni mo a yes sign enti anka wo ba site no the obeya ni so the letter no bebrel me wan me na me lobby for road no ena me ma me che from here to here and you have 15 kilometers and say the amount you will be a friend site meeting you miss a contractor say o money municipal chief executive no money ye site meetings ada I mean nyafe because sanka what you call and nka me wo Colombia wo ha me say contractor no why ABCD a and go to me na no kan jam so oni mini contract
party ye be shada pe kwan na ye di nkoma afasa de ontanwumre ganwesefo monsem no kakra na ye bisa amamu no ebia ye benya kwan na ye ne honorable Wilkinson na ye full program ansa na ye di brunya honorable ye da se anwumre se obaye
mesumi da masepa nya menhira mo
o nhira also the platform no aso egusu a wutie motienka wa he motienka radio stations ahodo so e wo Ghana ha sei na ebrepam ye beda mu nyina di abawa radio e wo UK mo amutie ho nyina ye da masepa papa original Mugabe manya ne tie se wo so alande e wo Ghana muga ye mo akwaba kwaje atsan
na nyamia na nso
nyamia awvem wo from power den budget na anya ntana
ebefa kuma eshi
sao
yeah
but
na honorable can contractors asem no our copy of Bawumia 170 questions.
Enye no na make say see twen answer wo de twen ewia
my answer no
ma me come ofa go free onam ne no etwetwe komo ewia me ba so kwaje ntu de nya otwen akoma ne trust din medical academy said Dr. Kwakwa Free Minister for Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation where MP Sehwi we also can no regional minister or Western region say watena say no ye ba betwetwe komo na ye de afa esim here bi ho doc.
Yes sir.
Esama watena sibium
It does it. Na me you are no road now yeah and say mantio. You were so unfair to me but at the personal level no car ball me no enyango but eno dey me the chow. Because kaka krabia me ya o ma me ko yi kwan by force amramo me wa e kwan dey am contract. Contractors wan sam ye wie me nim dey asim. O dey ntwa so. Na no kwa me ko esanse yo. O na say what the nsu no to ene eno ano.
Urade ewu. O dey
o dey
ayo bi ne wo fa asem. Sa
kwajo krum kwan dey ene wa kontombra. 4 to 5 years.
And now refi bibia za.
Kontomra nzara. Minimum but krubuni me ye fro aka krum.
Na aka krum dey say you are talking about say
I was so young.
Na me kra me wo kra me maka krum.
Basto me kai ni nyina. Ba na ya kwan ye. Still minimum so my head.
Kwan ni dey na nya some time no no. NDC na.
Intina me 170 questions.
We dey 170 no fact.
And then 170 questions.
Anyway, doc, yanko parliament e ho na sesi a wo ye krache wo ho. E dey na see Friday. Parliament budget. Dey nkomo na mudi ansa na budget no bedu so. Dey na ba ya nti. Eje budget no ya nyantum.
Budget no dey enye say ya nyantum. It's a non sequitur bibia nsi. Eno ano no. First correction no. Na dey atani say ye koso ye the budget no ebeto anim ma minority leader okrosi summarize ade but before them krana ade finance minister baho no the asema beto speaker anim vice leadership anim say ye mani kwan wati nyoma bia no mi say bibia ono adi nkita won say bibia ekọ torching no ati say still people had misgivings about budget no into obesre kwan na woni minority caucus ni majority caucus ni ehia na de obetumi aye no onu ehia na otumi aye mremu no utumi ye no sa ne kwan so some people are saying say too late and yes sir because enye bibia na obetumi anticipate because obi okra or misgiving so enye too consequential no hun say dey no ba ho na dey see any say procedural no speaker behave like Pontius Pilate asema anka administratively ono kra council mitumi makwan say oni we num kasa fan we nkasa no ni afan we nkasa no ohuro ni nsa so obepo to question say ye pene so a na no na ye koye ade opoto voice count ena ono an his judgment ye if he say yes no kra na na ewo onso see no for na no problem I want na ye see ye pair division now I'm say much room antimeno I don't have to go into the technicalities of division intino tema obas ebasa no say obi a on to abanu bia no on sorry free chamber eho in fact higher again because nipa no a ono the other question by no finance minister no otrawa ye adwen mo ensehwe now so oso ompue na mom in fact did take akro the be finance minister no onye hwe on resist kra ye hu ya no say was more marshal of parliament say o me pamo papa no free ho
oh
we were yes
they did get that west
yes me wo ho me kokwa free ho so we were very 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 upset
and the speaker friend marshal so mo me
I so kwa won fa marshal and you so society as e dun ketia e wo lobby and you can so ono so pam no because you see omodia big coming too sophisticated your chamber no yan chiche mu this British system na ye share anti lobby no technically no kra no ye media me maintain say a part of ade because first ukoye ade division no you start with the voice count into obi gina lobby no kra so a ono nso betumi ade nini atum kra ma wo asum kra what is say ade and we say so ono nso we should go out and ya on plenty in order to show our displeasure.
No, but momo ka say na mosquito ompia bonten no speaker ka say na kire mo
one fear and he was there was shared that tactical but try your side and no be hu no na just so on ma hand signal say ade omonye it was well choreographed benya no na high enti no obi kase majority near stage workout it was in protest against the speaker what do you call it jitum say your present arrangement and exactly normal your speaker no will belong to the minority side say historically or your first crampa or your NDC ni and we accept it but to show overt hostility me ameti hey Mr. Tias adeyo Lance and then friend Lance and natural resources first. Lands forestry and mines. Now my question was labeled. Now me a non-voting MP. You two about me to we don't interfere. A lot of non-voting MPs no. For 4 pesos. And you were very taken aback. The extreme hostility or the NTM majority no. You see, you best stage you walk out in protest. Any stage walk out in protest. The we are say papa assign atwaso say and you put a question on whether or they should take what do you call it
finance minister
Nadine. Of course we all know the outcome and vote to it down and that should have ended there. You we and taking advantage no I read this you were NDC for now idea given away and he said 137 of them were there. Mo biankofa voice idea na ye no. And o can say ye obia ni ho enti no or put two question on whether say he accept idea yo. You see he migrated from a procedural position I would deny finance minister no to substantive question. And I put two question no. Of course we know the outcome. And I'm to 137.0. And the position is Article 104 clause 1. No, yes, say there should be a majority of people, MP, what do you call it, at the parliamentarians present and voting. Present and voting. At that time, we were not present and voting. And then social media, he has become suddenly clever. Say, no MPP ni back home at home. So who read the outcome no cry no moto abani we we say 137.0 one can say one abstention no but yankopon ni bibia we show bias eno ekere enti in fact the Americans say non sequitur lati say bibia nsi is of no consequence and or no bibia nsi enti we take it from there.
No crana me what problem no. When ma gontia. They say speaker so ni ha. So what you kwan?
Me mati so ti kwan.
Good. And this speaker to kwan. It means one of the deputies no and a better kunyum. Now in a parliament are more majority for money numbers. And this speaker or honor obieba all other things being equal no. And the business are 138 137 no. Now speaker ni ho what to kwan and this we jo ezeusu as speaker I 137 dia na mo kwai
me kokwe free ameti hey me try me venture an answer to your question but china watch the space and no dia okay no me say wo logic na lead you to say that but the ABC no there I will not contemplate it. Obi kra just say I won't go into speculations. No be kra
but I'm not speculating. This is right. Fact na me catch.
And yeah fact.
Doc.
Nipa da otumi esesa me enti na me say me ntumi ko speculation. Now o there me say ochina we know what we'll do.
Okay.
That's all.
Now me what are we experienced politician?
Yes.
What we practice mo no. Speaker, the main speaker I take a decision. on a subject ɛna ɔnni hɔ sɛ ne deputy ba obetumi a overturn ne decision
oh yeah the speaker no dey moderator or your moderator or moderate adeɛ nti the deputy is as good as the speaker. You are not suggesting to me say speaker if for whatever reason he is invalid, God forbid no di 1 year kra na the deputy be and whatever na just say ntumi take a decision for this country ana
that be men kasa ba pesa me kire say decision substantive speaker na take ya oni ho no
enyo no take here and this for no take his decision no on your supervise
of course NDC could not have taken decision
a decision yetumi here
say speaker invite you omo ntumi take
o say
speaker invite
you so no you say he heard and your speaker and no take his decision and this for no move vote to one so called 137 whether they were even 137 crown remains questionable but me I don't want to go into speculation media the mechanic say yes obi fum kuma obi mfum nwa meboa na obi fum ekum na obi nso fum dwa na de odi kan fum kum ya no ye gya no sa
Doc, speaker
because your fum kum ya no de kum nipa o ya de ana okum aboa no dwa no na je say abatement krono obi afum akum into me dem say mabu be pa into what I'm saying is say speaker no ono de waye ne de okọ ono no sabi yare de untumi nka say on to ochira nkwa okotwa hwe na bibi tu no a me kra na me di kan blame no into okọ ye man so no sabi miss can we am sorry me president kra ni ho a into na aye constitutional arrangement so bi into aso no into ukọ this country cannot come to a standstill because of your absence.
I see.
Yes.
Montemne speaker is saying.
Well, you see, we don't go about personal things. Ghana is contaminated. I want to believe the NDC form Kasakramiti on power. They are acting on principle. We are acting on principle. A clash of principles. In the Ghana for here, the principles na a clash. Me, I accept. They be in our for us. NDC said the Ghana for see to Abano. You cannot ignore them. We are not saying so. But Yedimra and a Juma. Yes, see Article 104 Clause 1. Yes, see majority present and voting. Yes, see and you're present and voting. Now you ni ho you move back ni ho. Now we are 137, which is clearly less than half of 275. No more so no more vote. And now no more ebinu kan omo ya de no look. They are happy or court any corporate entity say when you quorum obi wako outer quorum no standing no parliament they know the antisa yes say present and vote because omunim say we are doing weighty national things so you must be present and voting entina speaker Martin entina say social media the omo kan no Martin say maridi say FNN MPP ni ba ko e ho that's clear afterthought. No, they are not coming see will be very brave. No, I can't say the all can with the Ukraine. Okay, footage. There was nobody there. Thanks to television, video, and any social networks. You know, but he will be anyhow. And he's been wait. Just say so. No, yes, idea. A clear admission say he has indulged in illegality.
Of some you know, maybe so. The other kind say. Ocean Yama ACC or Parliament is here free. Parliament also is their 8th Parliament. Ocean the inception of it. We cause snatching ballot box and now we more yet transit na joa could see the next morning. I feel quite the Chaupa Bem and Zakra na Parliament 8 convening. Ama swearing in your dear etimia bum.
Well, say, Obi snatching ballot box, no. You must precede it so be suko butu ballot box. Butu, okay. And now we had a president to be sworn in, waiting down the line. Now, no movies MPP form so yeah for. Some we are very cerebral. Yeah, Massa see my president. I have invited Crawford from Amanoni. Now I am so a president in, and then eja ku enye so ade anka no ye bibi kura anka betuma invite kaki fo kura momo abam. We were fully aware of that. That's why when it mattered, no, we compromised and Babin Obamu. He was a compromise candidate. Look, Saudi, there was no count. Those count maybe this is not the time to talk about those things because I know there is gone under the bridge. We recognize him as our speaker, but the antecedent you may see we could have contested them. So we've moved on. And it's society way so all the back. Now you pass budget, you consider budgeter. Nyoma a preceding or more NDC for Munina so no. Especially particular regard to the E-levy no dear. And you're so pathetic. E-levy, maybe we'll find time to come there.
Before that, E-levy no. Every budget no buy a more debate in the idea no. NDC for the suggestion be by say 1.75 no. Ebi a Monteso enfamna form kakra na ewosoro. Which I also thought a washro. Ubi omo suggestion be sa ba sa washro. Montesumna for mana.
Well, maybe omo ankasa, omo de as far as I'm concerned, omo conclusion is E-levy no cry sano. But they don't know that the fundamentals of our economy has changed. So say our banking ho cry. Wonhu nipa ho. Obia amanfo ye e-commerce. Omo ton tade mpaboa we say they are untaxed. Ain't the base for even government revenue no crano. I shrink it. Oh, and now they are happening on people are poverty. Me say 40% of Ghanaians who are in real dire needs of exemption. You were instrumental and still, if some were going to be caught in the net, we could do it. A implementation, whether a policy statement, and yet the nitty gritty. A woman. But you cannot tell me, sir, a new thing back on the market and answer Ghanaian economy. Yet to me, the Edija Yenya, say, look, Ghana ha, and answer West Africa. Ghana ha, Munim say, you need the lowest tax economy in West Africa. Yet they are around 14%. Obia Chaya. So the paradox ni say da almost say your tax E-levy ni ade me no no mo say yes kita they were tidal waves ayade yem pesika nkoyo na sika ne ekofa ne he say wo hwe economy no say capex capital investment fund ni ade yadi development zero ye ko borrow so a ye say ye ko bobu si adodo then we domestic tax a year E-levy no the opportunity for the middle and upper classes to pay more. In fact, the best tax a shift of resources from the middle and the upper classes to the poor. I remember the same phenomenon about health insurance when I was the Minister for Health. The same thing used to say word regressive. I will not fall for that. Yo, Cecilia Mikai, Cecilia, my me persona non grata or certain parts of my constituency. You were asking about workings about rules. Make my body, Bosman so, MPP headquarters pardon. Mean to me, coho, because you rose. Ultimate coho. Mean to me, coho, Cecilia. Oh, to buy MP now, Timinko. Oh, my coho da, but then say, oh, mamma, me signal, say, my ho. You want me ba? Me omu rosa president ko kati sword yentumi yai anomu kusomu yai yengu quota why sika no nso in fact Wilkinson Nadia he was being nice. Some of the contractors they have a case so yenya enough money to pay them. Now me the cabinet I know what is happening and for me to mean divulge secret but the truth be told now meanwhile Ghana huge informal sector. A lot of Ghanaians are not paying taxes. This year at the a instrument a bit more rope a lot of people in. No more question than this if I could fire say who more bro Kito Ebina or Mona Yakoji 100 Ghana city year tax in here for. And you know crack. Me go free me and cow bear me and come the betro. And then made about 12,000 Ghana cedis. momo you say you find your mafuo will be sibema cherry asanteman and so many places yeah taxi me crab mete now on the other hand some Ghanaians are suffering including me because only a few of us are paying their taxes. Now the Hami Pani say Ghana Revenue Authority omunsa we a tax compliant. The following year no more raising threshold. No would try more. Until once we are saying that there's a dichotomy. There are some people who are not paying taxes, and there are some people who are suffering. Me admit it. Who are suffering. Now NDC for model no model bano. Yeah you try taxes so tell me and then you may best suffer more. Until ye left you know there. Or more the informal sector, one do musikafa, first no can no far bank. Na mo mono there. So betuni car, betuni motorbike, edia call at the bank, the nearest bank no krano petrol ni or how on untino. So 1.7 no is more than compensate for it. But of course, Antino for yata we can negotiate about the levels. But the principle say in fact when they one way you drop say ye levy cry. My by one way you amount to amount demo because the informal sector it means they are leaving them out. And not your NCM yet me seven notice to Miami party say yeah tax compliant yeah tax no too much who tax pay take cocoa free. I run a small hotel me ye cocoa is there when him say buying tea and so cry and sana is it ka be kan sa na say ya na cocoa boaba for man na now do kro ye on tax biom CMC omo export cocoa o di ni nyina che kwa enti na Ghana ye cocoa ye je 100 for every 100 cedis ya ye je no Cote d'Ivoire for mu tua 85 per. Have you seen NDC for now? Many Rikopoku, there be a cocoa who answer. What is a few Omaka cocoa? Nanadu is doing so much in that sector. And he's keeping his eye on the poor. That's a paradox.
I see.
That's a paradox. And the youth so much ye levy and entrepreneurship no. Omo ebema omo beye ade.
Eric,
what?
Over.
And what I'm saying is, ye levy no there. We can do some restitution, but the principle no there, it must be accepted Ghanaians because I know the Europe in the informal sector are almost about 70% of the Ghanaian economy. Taxi and sign is a wood Jamie Amstro. Ye levy no there, and ye people are bad. Enti the basis is cry say 11 no de anya no some momo so called momo anya momo nkwa na yeti won transactions say electronic transactions are amount for the own business me kai me ba me money din me to me car bi pa no or give me sika de so no that was some 4 or 5 years ago 4 years or so ago otua ni sika car no car from his mobile platform. Wow. No say no with all this convenience. Now say ebinum kran kasa platform say anka 1.2 billion cedis. Yeah, the only a couple of million cedis spend a year. Na aban no there, aban wo hoi. Onye business o. On no kwaye no abu no apam no ahye apam. Adua koko abo atodwe. Na wati koko wa buru. No atu koko wa hata. Now when you see abandon your tour bebia the whole world. Of course, me hey, me tia to cry me pet. Who wants to pay tax? Because the whole thing is indirect. It did be me advice say aban say a woman say omo bibi a friend or a friend is saying tax ojia na say wo de link a particular project or more economists from cancer rigidity so but the truth of the matter is this is what we need now say levy no a bank indicated say what they are setting quantum I will say for yatas or ye bibia or between particular say sika way ye the way ye road no awaka so the be no onfa numbers no but of course and you appropriation here dey onfa to so na yenye eno na be magana for agenti but can we dey here papa anyasa what we end up doing is ye betua ye ho ka nso obi enye hwe mercy say minka ma so ye ho hwe ye capex ye need zero CSR for GAEC ejama we nu kwa no mu nya internal revenue kakra environment nkai no nyina no abrofo no mu disika bre na we should be conscious we should not be unconscionable because abrofo no am so am tax now what ha now we need the lowest tax paying we need the second highest economy in West Africa also now we the lowest lower than Gambia lower than Guinea-Bissau lower than Niger lower than every country. Also, I'm for and the paradox and say, ye tax no there. You feel say ye power because me say me ti me komubu abanti me papa. Now so me aware me boy bemuno. Me say the vast majority no more fringes no more did no. Tax.
I see.
Ye love no there a important vehicle because person yes are called traditional banking instruments no. Kote we check. Na fatiaka na koya de na avoid the yield levy na so we be hu say eno no cry more expensive chance say we be tua 1.75 no.
Dr. Kwaku every year Minister for Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation offer enumere yadase that chinim say obesanya braba na ya transia bonkomo yadase enumere pa yadase so buy yadase for the platform and was so egusu awutie yeah live on Facebook Peace 104.3 FM and YouTube so what despite media and yeah live Erica J a member of the NDC's communication team can you know Emilia sisi ade
me say
wow so penta said
me doctor I won in Chrome Kasem so me planche me chia be uncreati bebo be was a hwi also asawen so akakro bonga bonza me chia be uncreati me se blefa
abomodin pa
me da was it's in the casa I was so young very 5 years but still
okay why are they
I've been here juma nana
Kwagu Kwaji
I'm me tell na say me bomb na no sir because me di kan buy na amasama MP or MPP ni Dr. Kwaku free or MPP ni and I me nua ekosefo a anu so MPP ni 3 against 1 but so ye de kromwa ehye yenim de eka na doc
na say we dey come say what transfer level
na me tra 3 against 1 dey me tra na say Ghana and South Africa match cry say nim ba bi adu
oh anyway what that was
nana doc akasa otie mi a say we kasa mu ye kan asem bi say benwa ni tie benwa sachikuru the chere say yes eboman and he's aware so obetana ha ena yes benwa no dey kan mutie no one constituency na me person ko trans na me busa ne say John Mahama tie konwa so ani kokoo no fertilizer ono aka one of the platform one voice say no ultimate load 2 kia mienu for the fertilizer free on top person ko trans na me busa no na me busa ne say no load kia mienu for fertilizer odi gu na afuo so oto ana de che no nana
Kwaji
minim so ye kura ni pa baby outna no me ha me hoso de ban ha
ma me ya man tena ho
na he no tena
o ka se me tena ho na se mfi baby nam ko ho me krom no
that is it
one
free e fia chi ni abofno enti nana me pesa na mkire se ono na ote a no kasa no e na koku ye fertilizer na the money free because one day na meti Asempa FM e na oye interview e na okasa under John Mahama no utimi lodu kia mienu no ntua hwe ene de na enokre enti ene bisa Dr. Kwaku afi say fertilizer na no utimi lodu kia mienu no otoke abako sen that is a legitimate question na me de mrashe bedwafo asem omoka ma se menua ekwasafua or the standing orders new version new old version inaba but Peace FM and your Parliament House. Say yes, small Mrashi Bejafia.
Na say cry, dear some now person who can with the woman.
Remember, send it pan yet three or some answer will be a Nana Jai. Woman, no your problem that will ask. One person so that, but Jai's idea. But 3 against 1, you should know me as a communicator. Nana been working. And it's an we syllables not the abano. Upon that, and the dinner Mrashi Bejafi. So I'm expecting upon that, and your form for net for a man. You should consider their interest. Omo muye momo 100 Ghana econo. Omo mudi o musika koto bank o mutim transfer bi mom. You should talk for them quickly. Ye ko mrashi bedwafie na no. Ena ye ko kan ye budget ho asem. Na mpanimfo se afie achi ni abofo no. Nke ya kan wie ba we de ye den na ayesi. Nana say woni me Facebook and now pay me video bia meet me send ya mo sisi a former speaker of parliament Ura Mike Okwe the one who dini juma nti wo de woni me Facebook account abo Eric J and caps na kwa video e da ho
so say your home advert
na hwe kwan a no dini juma and honestly speaking the see na no wo ye Ghana ni a o constituency for the to abama na wo dom na wo tema and your party position was we discuss your interest because the interest of Ghanaians is superior than our partisan interest because I mean you are Vincent kwada so no free ba
kwada so
and I honey
tafo
pankro no me nya sure say tafo pankro no for 18 me mobile money can enyo mo how and I mean you sure say boga for to no remittance no mo de aba na enyo mo how and I mean you sure say bank transfer to na nana di ni sika koto bank electronic na so be transfer dia mo bia ye tene no obi titafo pankro no enye ne how eyi na ye how but you see ade ba ko we se musua ne say kani bi na na mo 169 no we se musua sa akasa no de na muka ene na ye 137 na monya cornerstone owura na wa boss na po ekodi na temo ne constituency on sem fatana waba no
enya no kreme so
I can get to the video.
Oh,
I'll send it.
Let's go straight.
No, Nana, very important.
No, na ponko jabe.
O de tie. Na video me wona po sa constituency. Me sa wo German South. O de tie me wo sa video. Me sa wo de okoka wo German South.
Debi.
Eric. Hwe. Enkomo ayedie. Na po nye subject of our discussion.
Na po ba mu say.
Etira make a say. Wo de ko anim street, ni eni nkomo.
Na me nam kwan so nipa me nsa ka say yi anu a. Ni nyina nye street sa. Baby you for baby. So what I'm telling you today ni say. Dear si wo mrahye bedwafie no. Eye nkofo bi ti say honorable kwaku afie mu omo hotom no. Sa na ombe kasa. E na me nua Vincent. Omo hotom no sa na ombe kasa. Because Sir Vincent at me constituency could be to say Goka no core district capital no tra 17 kilometers nani new Erica J and the best and your course oh mobile money will Goka and Kwankasasa only my debia me the bane and on my many initial see share campus or a mini penny men in the school the same way and you could didi our baby na you could didi and made the copy of the receipts a buy
One echo.
That be echo there or no me modi bi mo.
We exhibit there.
Yes. We PW1.
Me ba jo oba on tender don't mean friend exhibit.
Nana, okay, me tender.
On tender.
Nana. And they 29th.
But what we may issue document we have build point to abra on tender next time the document back tender.
Patricia Sifa Fisher be je come
next time tender.
Memo.
Thank you.
Nana unim. Kata na ekuta me no. De mrahye bedwafo no a omodwene Ghana fo no ho kanu bia because I know the House of Parliament ye won kofo omodwene aban botom ene omo ho ɛna yɛ wɔn nkɔfo ɔmo dwen Ghana fo nyina asetenam ɔmo dwen Ghana fo nyina ho ne NDC fo na ɔmo kasa ma yɛ tie mobile money no NDC fo na ene wote abrochire kura owura Akufo-Addo ne ba omi ase agye oboga tax because me ni odi manim kwabena o Germany nya Akufo-Addo na de ne koye but ene o pese o kire ne se o sendi sika akoma me na nakosu atwe na o suma ahinkura so on fa nkoto aduru bosome so a e was 1.75 nana the intia me did this VAT receipt e buy no ya trust Ghana Revenue Authority na ohwe ha baby e kodidi na e de Palace Rest Bar ufi UPS here oko enim be 100 meters or on your left nana aduane a yeto ne yeto nsuo 8 bottles yeto banku ene tilapia banku ene okru eba yeto banku kan ho yes e don so pa ni nyina wo
opposition poni o
no you see the entire media aba no nipa na yeto aduane no ni nipa be 9 men he's my mate I'll say it obi anim say na Ghana Law School when they call lectures break time ene ekodidi e na sa wo hwe receipt na ekuta me na after say nipa be na edidi yesi 359 no nipa 9 obehwe receipt na etima na omo say your tax exclusive value your NHIS 2.5%, your get fund levy 2.5%, COVID-19 1%. Enti chese to na yetua bia no e bia wo wi so enti ma me ne disikan receipt ne ba ya me colleague na otua no o MPP ni pa ba no nim se receipt ni hia me cha no otua be no and I was kwadwo na be oya watua yi waya de nipa nkunu ne ekodidi na unim se 2022 ni yasimu na nka wotua e na nka wotua ne mobile money se de wo send na nka after see yetua taxes we nyina waduane na yato no so no nka ebesen atew na wutie me pa upon all the taxes I mentioned now ya ban e de ato ye so ayetua nti aduane yekodi ya emu bi mo ya amen no yetua to but me nuane the mobile money e na send the ama attendant no e na mebusa ne say upon yetuo we nyina yetua no said the set a woodie budget ni ya approve ye e na de ko 2022 a unim se nka mobile money na utua no ye besia at 1.75%.
Okay etino about sa mobile money no na maybe sa Dr. Free more from the minority side and NDC side more you saying
alternative
yeah you ni bi na me dia bai
da bi nyewe
na me wie ya mengo yeah 3 me wie ya mengo you know me say yeah from minority yeah how ne say
asma me bi sa me say more alternative ne saying yente so
ye new alternative oda me ba yeah na ye free minority ye mu bi na ye kodidi ya me de receipt aba no etimi nua na oti ashale botwa no wo 350 na Ghana cedis e wona bottom no se ye didi wi na odi na bottom sika etua from 2022 a ente ne tax ba mi nua na ye turn ne na wo se wo tua no apart from a taxes amabobo di na ne besia ate ne tax is there any sense in it ana menu nyina fi baby ba kon is there any sense in it I have a copy of the receipt odro beje komano so what we are saying is say eya ka baby o free ba na dwene e hwansa waka bi e call consider the interest of where you are coming from those who voted for you Dr. Free minim ne constituency pa metene kasa pa ono ameka so mete sabi akakrum nzara bodi minim ho nyina but enkofo no omoto abama na enokra attention ba so as to our parliament no obi hu 100 Ghana cedis da ne 100 Ghana obehu ye ne ba na wawie suapon a abanya twa na ka bosom abanya ate ne VAT ena odi 200 Ghana cedis ato na account ena bosom yo send ne mame 150 Ghana eno so ba omi ase hey me gina barrier me teme de afri does it make sense na ya nwini baby e free o me okọ me constituency German of ya juma e nyina e kashi 90% of the people no mo ye cash wage man no mo nyina do koko ebi mo we also brebre adabo krum bo odini de keka ho. But today look at what they are telling us.
Okay, eti me pese me bisa say
Nana, okay, they me time nso yo.
Eric, you know now check time wa.
Okay.
Say most of them pay e-tax no. Edi na mo pay.
Nana.
Mo raise enema be 5.
Nana meba. Ya kom ra hye bedwa fie. Omo dwane. Ade ne nye. Yeni mo MPs o mutimi frɛ ka kyerɛ sɛ ade ne nye. Ye nyina into the business fraternity. Ade ne nye. Ena de mo dwane ye wo sɛ Ghana 40 ase ne sɛ omo MPs no mo short. Enti ekoto aba no mo lusu a nyamo mo dokuya no ni ho.
Men can't you win him?
Me I know.
Men can't you win him?
Me say Amadu Kuya no ni ho.
That's
E do
not
how
true.
they respond.
That's
Me
not
ba
true.
Adrasafu no ni ho. Respond. I have no problem with that. Until the interest of Ghanaians and yet superior to you. What are they telling us? Nana, winya kwenya near the 2 mawa. And yet we interest the interest of the masses. Maybe MP German of Ayenkwa. Constituency number 50,000. The whole constituency you only nim yansa by asomano. Inti oba na okofoma wonim the crisis there. But ekwese fu amosi omodo mo constituency do obi etua mobile money ane hoto no. Obi etua bank remittances na boga for de ba na ne hoto no. Inti so fitafo pankro no na ye boga ekwese fu ase mo de mo hoto mutimi tua. Dr. Free yese mutimi tua. Amasama DC se mutimi tua. But the issue is and then Brena Yomuno, how do we see the state of Nkofona etio manumuno? That is key. Etimino Kasa see ya come Rashibe Yafi. Ye kwako kan wasem. And the honorable hotel can law say article 104. They should stop article 104. Now onim jentia constitution ne emrebia amendments. Kanena na otime hameno. Yeah, oba kra.
I don't say the old cast man won't even go straight.
Debi me di fear some na you person ni party as me no minim baby free ba.
Boy.
What's a boy? And you be in there. What you say?
Mentiasi.
Can na na oti me ha me na na dem bron a half a region. Near what 10 regions. Me boy. Edu baby no. You say oh I have 4 here region. Boni is a here region. Na ho ye den e here. Inti na mramu no ya amendments. And ye di big count. Said ye be ya ebe suit the general interest of the people. Inti enen such na omoye no budget mu a ye de kwa na Ghana 40 no. They are telling us say are superior Ghana 40 o see tuato. Is that what they are telling us? Nana mi do abonche na me ne mo worker si ba ko na tia me mo ni din. Oka chem se ne petrol boarding papa. But nana ya okese minim so ye farmer odo afu kokoko odo pa okase petrol bo anya dina na onye no kwafo untimi nka but ekwesefu my good brother will defend say e was ye twa but the Ghana ordinary driver no okase was we twa high prices no obi from German South ufi drobo ekokwa me se krumu a ne kwan ye nye so adwuma da
Edimase bisa ne say all this while they are more kind of what is the alternative?
The alternative. They know the alternative.
Hey, one hour
because omokasa omunim alternative. You've been in power for 5 years.
Me pacho do be ye me matie.
Na me say I will tell you.
Conversation here. Me matie fu ayeti na nadua ye de ye ni sa benefit no pacho ye in favor. My hu alternative no.
Me alternative. Me say they know the alternative. Ekwasefua ne MPP fo ni alternative.
We are not talking call an MPP. We are talking
budget assembly ka. The ode ba ye dwane. Wo say the oka ho.
Wo say ade ne nye.
Na me say the alternative ne say. Nipa na bosome so a ye twa ne 1000 Ghana cedis abante ne VAT no. Ono an de 500 ato ne mobile money account. Ya wo send bi amane ma me wo kwa me se krom ni se hwia double krom. Nti double taxation yen sante no bi. Bone ben why? Say nipa na ne petrol emre bi atwa mu no to ne be 27 Ghana cedis na e no to ne be
it is say most ma ban nje sa to me bi say what is your alternative?
The alternative ne say hu hia sa banje you know ana unim there be alternative aka kira omunti say mo hwe
me Mako parliament ako.
Na wonye Ghana ni.
Me mako parliament ako to.
Dabi wonye Ghana ni. Petrol no anwe obi.
Is that the alternative?
Koku adrobo na ekosoro na anwe obi.
Kwaje, is that the alternative?
Kwan na enye na anwe obi.
AJ,
Is that not the alternative?
Maybe so.
Now you should know better. I know you know. Uminuano unim, but me musamis.
Not you.
Nana.
And come on the Eddie. Oh, can and forget about me.
Kwaje, me you free mo.
Kwaje,
me no minim baby free ba.
I don't care. I don't care about that. The me person out here say, and come on and menu. Is that menu me no can me for phone so. But so that they will know the differences in the policies our parties in more. Any idea? Maybe I'll say it. Abayana or take kunya so na say or percent or GE levy 1.75. Now the chichira maya mostly there be. On you here for 100. And maybe I'll say. It's more alternative to 1.75 no any day working.
The alternative yet yaba musi anye here for mobile money tax. Yeah, nebo tax. Nebo. Right. Yaje
colors and condoms so much
say me nua kwabno wo Germany na odi sika breme maame no koyi ane antibi ya wa ban mu no mobile money yete 1% aban te ne VAT free ene ekufo ado so obete 1.75 ebiem
Obama net 2% onye 1%
enye 2%
he
da ben na 2%.
Okay, o send me send us cash 1000 ya bete me 1 ukoyi ya bete 1
but take us no mo say omote how many percent.
And I make you say 2.
There be onyame ne wo. O de 1 de fan ade tekos no mo tie sen. 1% nana.
Yeah.
Telcos no mo se no mo tie sen. Nya wo 1 na wa ade no. And then say na 1.5 is 17 plus 17 ya timi 2 a sen.
17 plus 17 ba.
Na me kwaye ba ku bia na me 1000 Ghana. Ni ya timi 17 cedis na ma ade plus 2. No, mesre. No, enya kwaje yo.
Kwaje bon pana e come.
Good, me say me kwaye 1000 Ghana ni ya timi 17 2 a sen.
O de fa 1% na.
Da bi me fa 1 no. Me no ena ya se ati ase.
17 bia mpo ni ba bia.
Na wo wan kase na ete 1
na sa wonim say enye tro.
Na me say ene ye te 17 plus 17 a sen.
17 ben.
Because you 1000 Ghana, you bet over 17 Ghana cedis times 2 years saying. I don't just say you over 30%. So we say 2% because you 1 year 1, meaning say about 1%. And I mean you busa say, and you till 17 years saying. 17, but me 17 na my confused. Nana, you mean 1.75? Nana 1.75 no. And that's o calculating as o send 1000 Ghana. Yanto krebeto 17 Ghana cedis. Inti yakwa se 4 year mra shebe gani. 17 about 1750. Okay, 15 fatu ncheme de memfa nka ho. 17 na yeto no. O send 2000 yeto 17 to esen. 2%. No. But what I'm telling you is that Vincent on him the hardship. Inti time I know why campaign won the constituency no. They are no catch Ghana for say near mo ye den. Me na me can be mamo.
Oh yeah, sure.
But then Vincent person chese tafo pankro no fo nyina ho atomo. Nti opon nyuma egu nyina achi no e wo se etuato. But legitimate question na Ghana for obusa ne nene say. The Ben MPP for who say to so won faso.
Platform no asugu so awuti.
Oh nana.
Eric J and Okasan Eric de nim
na ni so
Mayor Eric ni be so enti se o agisu me kura se da news
NDC for sa no mo
se da news mame enti Eric de me anam nua no minim no pa de bibia ni wiase Mayor America na ni be so but me fa ne sa the platform enu asugu so awuti abusia ba bia wote nka enanwumre bia wote nka a free ship house Abeka Junction Accra na yenkomodie yi emu no eye titru niema esi parliament enano efiada eno na yedi eho enkomo kwaje aka nadwen maminti honorable Eco Vincent Asifua honorable
nana
yes sir
maminchi na menchia eye wa pamfo no mu dijuma nana unim se me be yamra shebedwani enene da edikan ya me ba be program no peace na majuma na me yo Ministry of Education tino na fi ha de na wotwe mpompa ho a me ma fi ha na nso so dia ba ne se ene masan aba ye Peace FM for the first time for this year na mamenchia ye watifo menchia ye Otafo constituency executive se wo na Maji Brens wachia ye himfo wo Tafo Sao Pankrono na machia polling station executive nso a wo Otafo constituency na no kure wo mu ni se menu AJ and there was certain questions no abeka ne de na nsem no eyemienu na mu mesha ase free babia ono de ko wie no ye wia na de si mra hye bedwam nso mabɔ no tofa kakra ama Ghana fo na atiase na no kure nyame anim nie enkyekye kakra wo hɔ a ɛwo se ye na Ghana fo hunu enam futura eye NDC for to agu eye Ghana for any. Now there is a clear distinction nana between economics and political communication.
Honorable Dokia Esiama AJ Honorable Majo.
Hello.
Mami.
Yeah, Pastor, what today?
You Adam now, say.
Boko.
And then Radiasi. Na enyumre mpacho.
Wataloma. Wama mi akonye mechi anu mechi awa TF na media animal merima I studio ho ni teach Echo Vincent Honorable meeting chiake fitare bro. Na upisa mi use ni in Kenya India and the mission on Korea Ibia will be our connect master upon a besi. One area TV, one area radio, one area won't be the fufu be answering. Now, there was a phone call from a couple of people. I will be saying, Honorable Minister Friday now or Parliament, but now Obisi was friend Eric Day. He's supposed to be NDC for communicators. Abetina Peace FM. I can emphatically say May Friday, Nami Parliament. When you not saying, in terms of the brain, now NDC for Kano. Sabi, food trooper na what two guni penny. Because in ka Obi with your caliber, who's a communicator in a party like NDC are winning political power in this country. So we can send a member of parliament so for on such an issue that's very sensitive. Ghana Hanoma. Only research kakaka. Also MPs back on at the end of power. So we can check even attendance chief our parliament square. And can information way ever available to you. If you can't bring no fast to know who said me, Nana Dokia, me Friday not in Parliament. And I'm not opposite me food in a table so and son was to say number of Parliament. And Kono, so that's means only in touch with young colleagues, Libya. I'm checking with on only side of colleagues, no. Non checking even one I mean one cafe. Not on who say. May Friday I was in Parliament. In the next month, once I sent a work opportunity, Kotiaseno, Nina Sabi, a young ready kitchen over the 12 Ghana for anything. Because I was in Parliament. Making cross on my message say, or your true for Kessie. Send your West Yakano emphatically. Namia Metro, not a non in Parliament, Namaway. Nami shani mani mukasi ana.
Honorable Yakweti Wampa.
Nami wa hiko na nade wo. Nami boni jemana.
Honorable Dogia.
Sebi oni mse me shani mukasi ni mani mukasi na miri bojem. Inki ebi ane nansi mse me na mini parliament.
Honorable.
Me ame sume de me hono. Mini mse na ho na me wo. I spoke to my colleague and I was there. Yen in our parliament so biya woni tita ni dingo ho. Inki me timisi so. Inki denti no oba bejina radio so. No one lies through niti. Me na me ni parliament. Ebi ano pa me kwa adwuma me da krana na.
Honorable Dokia.
Bisame mami sa no pe bia me.
Honorable Dokia.
na me be fie so ama be chia na
Honorable.
ne papa. So na afufu.
Honorable Dokuya, I'm say clarification on the penani say I say not our parliament. Enti contrary to the Erica J. Kano, or say not our parliament. Enti no. I think that clears it. Yabeko yenim. The platform was so egusua UTA. Honorable Eco Vincent as if we are nana nugua sem so ansana honorable Dokuya ebemu. Honorable Sum. Today, there be now tre, but your time no so I'm walking. Why? Honorable.
Communication every nti. My mentor answer no so. Na said na make no kure wo mu ne say there's a clear distinction between political communication and economics. Already ebia political communication there obaya de wo ho na ebe economics a wontumi mfa entoto mfrafra enka ne sa kwa obi a waya economics bia be ka kiro say a tax system should be an equitable tax system. Tane kanu puto kasemu equitable no kire say e wo se pepepeye eba eye eto etuamu ndi yama sa betua na yukaje ni na busuafo nso atua bi na yaw kese etua bia na Isaac Oduro nso ni na busua yedai atua bi. That is an equitable tax system. You cannot have a tax system wa na yaw you say yukaje ni na busua etua nenso so na yaw kese ni na busuafo de omuntia nemum no. When these resources are being used for national development, say the ya kwan ye di sia supiti ene no ma keka ho, then everybody enjoys it. Why not? Obetimi aka say okofa motorway na say okofa N1 kwan no President Kufuor ye no no you chat say me koto aduane wa ha na metua tax ana metua VAT we nti no me dem wo ho kwan se be fa so bi na wo wa ntua nti no wo de oni ho kwan se be fa so bi. What kind of analysis is that? Na yo wo hwe since 1992, I am just saying 1992 because that is where our democratic dispensation ababe gina yi from that time till ene. Na I will attempt to expose Erica J. Kakra. Okwakofa a VAT invoice the ababetoa. Say omuye nipa nkono no mokodidi. And so what it means is say if this day was in 2022, then definitely sika omutua ye no ana ko mutua ne momwa apart from VAT omutua no they will be paying another tax. Nana, me a public official. And as I'm a public servant. Since 1992, there are a lot of public and civil servants in this country. Bosome swa. Yet will be a tax. There have not been any instance. I beka say, sa public servant no tia tax no, and our income tax. And that means that the salary ne buy no ano ya teno so pro won pe. Say ni panwa any real supermarket. No koto no ma ya VAT. Amana say tua taxes. Some no nyina no Erica J. Any ni NDC for where were their voices? And then kwa na bu so bi kwa kota dia. E beka say nipa no etua VAT biana. So what the VAT invoice no kwa betra be analysis say because the person is paying VAT and for that matter wontimi san continue momo taxa. I mean sabi na inso nyinam. She uko China before the closure of the borders a bit of research. Apart from the banking institutions what China no, one of their best and effective transaction modes is WeChat. Nana, what's in WeChat?
Maintain crowd down how can.
Hey, Nana,
Kawasama.
what's in WeChat?
Minimal grow to the car.
I say another WhatsApp platform. China. In fact, in China, ubenya bibi to say Facebook, and answer WhatsApp one very difficult. Until oma your more localized WeChat and answer WhatsApp China, and they use this same platform for transaction to say mobile money. Any amount of money that you want to send on WeChat, Oko China, obey to me. Now, if I tell you the amount of money the Chinese government takes as taxes from some of these transactions, I am NDC are buying, MPP are buying, we go to China for support. One or so tax there. Not even in America, not even in UK, not even in any of these European countries. Or bien who also tax na what any dead. Is either none of us is paying at all, and as I say, and also be a tribe. And that has been the mentality of the MPP government. Anybody bet me a raise concern say because it is a novel policy. And Nuntino, ebia 1.75 no a doso do. You bet me on 1.5, you bet me on 1.2. These are critical arguments I think say if anybody want to make, the person can make. But Nanaya to ever say ye kwatini pane momo tax intino sebe MPP aban enwini Ghana for no. It means that you are just doing political communication that is convenient to gain you some political
or na Canadian.
But and until medical culture say there is a clear distinction between political communication and economics. Hey, oh communication obetumi. But if you tell me say the Otafu people and also more Otafu nyina and I'm saying me shit be jodi wo honti no me ka say oh momo no o si etua na ya de pa, then it means say omo Otafu nyina no sabi everybody is willing to pay. Nobody in Otafu is willing to pay momo tax. No. It is a civic responsibility. Whether you are in Ghana, whether you are in the States, whether in UK. Say ubetua bibi kakra e dia boa national development. That is the principle and that is the policy. Nana yete parliament no. And che be 4-5 days ago. I think it's a Friday yeah. And I mean who say Alban Bagbin, the Right Honourable Speaker of Parliament, na yibi aba betoja so ko Dubai. Na Dubai na wako no wako ayarehwe 600. Oh, mami kan si asem so no ka asem no. O kan asem uja no mane kan nsem na. Oh, nana ya uja mo kan the number of questions are okuja to file or Parliament House asking for some of these trips which is supposed to be a national security issue
of this parliament. That question is not admissible.
Nana na nwo jana mana kan nsem na na be kan dey o me kan dey.
Fa blame no ma me message say
nana say yes you are not being fair.
Ade ameka enya ade me say enya admiss obi health wo dey jai obi anim jai ko anim
but asemo nan ka make kansi so an say
ehia kansi
nana mo de ma make kansi but absolutely but wo de ma make kansi asemo so me yie no afri ho. The most important thing is that we need resources for nation building. We need resources to take care of parliamentary services. We need resources to make sure say hospitals say PCSC no you see hospitals no. We need resources to be able to make sure say we have improved on road infrastructure. Oh memuha. You cannot say there can be a Ghana beyond aid when your own system of taxing is very weak. In fact, my senior colleague Dr. Free as to how Ghana is even faring with respect to our tax system, just in Africa here. Now, you see a fastest growing economy. Fastest growing economy, no. Which leg is it standing on? Standing on 8. The fastest growing economy, no. It is standing on the leg of 8. Where Mamenua or Tom Brodier Kwahono doesn't pay tax. But the convincing, because he's a member of parliament, will have to be paying tax. Abrante no shoe shine will have to, or will not be paying taxes. But Nanayao, Kessi, Jumo Peace FM Tino, Kwame despite, or Penny Kwame despite, no taxes. And that is the kind of system. J, like I say, that system is good. And for that matter, we should not be taxing people. Hey, Kochake, the transactions of Mumu and how it has evolved over the years, that every year the quantum of transactions are increasing with respect to Momo transactions. It may be an easy way of getting the resources, but it is also a proper way. If over the years NDC Abayaba Muncheme, the kind of policies and other strategies to widen the tax net, especially when you people believed that indeed taxes a bit for nation building. In fact, more taxes, condoms, NDC Abayun, more taxes, cutlasses. Were you thinking about the cocoa farmers that you were taxing cutlasses? Were you thinking about them? Already, and then I feel whatever your government did, that at the time, na Openu John Dramani Mahama ni NDC4, na mo drink Ghana for. That is why you were taxing cutlasses. At the time, na mo drink Ghana for, na mo taxing condoms. The introduction of ESLA. Oh, and I make a choice say the taxing system, when it is equitable, can never be wrong. When it is equitable, and it's a matter say in economics, you need an equitable tax system. Oh, a told you no. I was say a year pay, and a pay day, it's me boom. And it's a measure as a big cancer, young man's a betrebia. Na yawo banswa a day, a trebi. As simple as that. And if there is a pool whereby taxing every Ghanaian or most Ghanaian in that particular pool, in this current dispensation, there cannot be any platform or pool whereby you find most Ghanaians on other than mobile money, because of how Momo has evolved. Na tua sempoa minsumin tia teku ne ewie de sempoa teku na ka bom ne de aboa ma mpuntuo aboma animu. Then all that you guys are interested in is the politicking of it. That cannot be acceptable. Nana ma say, oh mame 2 minutes minim time na minia ura je kasa no o kasa be 30 minutes me de 2 minutes na kano ebe what happened in parliament. Now Nana, the kind of education and person de Ghana for ne say the 1902 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, Article 111, HRPF say Vice President and Minister of State and a Deputy eba Parliament omo timi ye bibia MP timi ye just say voting in Parliament. And so anymore, I mean, you are a student of law, you should know this. Article 111 of the 1902 Constitution. Attendance in Parliament, attendance in Parliament of Vice President and Ministers I say the vice president or Maminye Naboche. Naboche, Mekamasem. You see, I judicial notice now the vice president or a minister or deputy minister who is not a member of parliament shall be entitled to participate in the proceedings of parliament and shall be accorded all the privileges of a member of parliament. Now, the attorney say minister by parliament and our vice president by parliament. Otimiye be just a voting. Be all the privileges and everything. Otimiye just a voting. Dear ma, sabasa kakra parliament ma majority for P, you know. And when I make a show say, Speaker of Parliament, ne biases I will show ye. Say, Nipa at Parliament when now we've called for a division. Now say, Speaker of Parliament in PA, Finance Minister in PA, the deputies in PA. When they have not shown eminent threat, and I said they've not shown any behavior, I just said the basa Parliament. You went ahead to order the Marshal of Parliament. Some Marshal, the Finance Minister who is in the plenary to protect, and I said to make sure so no one budget no washami pass. In fact, the arguments that the minority made on the floor of the House, and for me, the Finance Minister and the Cabinet say, it is proper for us to do proper engagements, and I say further engagement. And for that matter, BBT say, Keta in Sensemno, the Tumia factor into it. The Momo levy, the concerns are more cano, yet Tumia proper negotiations. Siaka a ye, our parliamentar. Nanayao, baby, a ye ni free bano. You will never know. Say free majority side neighbor. And I say free minority side neighbor, all that you hear is the loudness of the voice. And to be the gallery, to say the next year doing a theater gallery, no, yeah. You will never know. So be the majority side, no, yeah. You will never know. So if the Speaker of Parliament assertion, and that's a discretioner, or exercise here on that Friday, was one that will put Finance Minister out of the chamber. What is good for the goose is also good for the gander. We could not have accepted to find other people in the gallery when the question is put. No. Which will affect the decision, or there's a possible affection of the decisioner the Speaker of Parliament can make. And so the argument of the majority, they say, so as the Finance Minister in PA, then all the people on more gallery in PA because the standing orders of Parliament, order 114 no, clearly states that in the case of a division, Mr. Speaker,
as revised now.
Old one, old one, that's what you see. Okay. We have not started using the revised one. In the case of a division, Mr. Speaker shall direct that the lobbies be cleared. The lobbies be cleared. Emphasis mine. Check how a lobby is defined by the same standing orders, which excludes plenary and also excludes gallery. So why do you, at the time, include plenary, but exclude gallery? When all these people, in fact, even the cameramen or more gallery, can show their biases and say yeah, and can show their biases and also say no.
How many minutes? Ochina moko parliament moko heading.
Ochina, yeah, call parliament.
How many?
Because on Friday, the Right Honourable Speaker of Parliament Alban Babin adjourned the House to Tuesday. We are going to continue the normal processes of Parliament, the normal proceedings here of Parliament. In fact, it is possible that the majority will call for a rescission of the decision. Because, remember, the decision was not made by Speaker of Parliament.
As soon as I catch Dr. Kokwefi say,
yes.
Unim say, be as it may. There are first deputy in the bedroom. Otinam na se second deputy become ho kra 137 nti moto abakra still abepai
ɛno ne ɔnkyerɛkyerɛ mu
in your own standing orders sa moto abana epaya the motion stands thrown out
nti wote aseɛ nso sɛ NDC but so te aseɛ sɛ then NDC for decision ɔmo yɛ ya no mo ni 138 no you cannot put something on nothing. Then it means that it's illegal. Me pa what you say? Nana, say what you say? Say what you say? The NDC side of the house did not have the 138 that is required.
They didn't take it in a vacuum because somebody asked them to take a decision and they had to take a decision.
So it means that the illegality can be quashed. Now, mami nye. Now, mami come and say, "Now, but
Nana members of me hano, miniano, but the moya ni patre still why?
Extramonko plenary.
Yes.
Namonko establishes he aired a law. Nafi yanko.
Ansana ebeko say it aired law. It is proper. We also educate Ghana. Mami fa wenue. Mami fa wenue. Ukoshe order 109. It has been lifted. In a stencil.
Now when him say,
oh, now but tell me, oh,
Mumo Daniel fi Parliament. Peace now better standing order.
Now what you crowd?
Parliament in what Daniel just standing order. What are they talking about?
Standing order 109.
109.
Lifted from where?
Lifted from Article 104
of
stencil
1902
Constitution. I say, no question for decision. In the House shall be proposed for determination unless they are present in the House not less than 1/2 of all members of the House. Emphasis mine. Not less than 1/2. Until you were 275. 275, half you say.
Nana me that's it.
Nana, half you say. Half you 137.5. Any mathematical sense will tell you say 137.5. You have to run it up and make it 138.
To the nearest.
NDC for so we none in our parliament in park.
Point
138.
Point noted, Mate.
Me that's it.
Koso.
Nana Madukia baby obi.
Jai.
Men kasiminya.
Enko.
Odidi atem no. Nana. Eric
T usutie. Eric T me na me nuanom.
Wonim se me pewasem.
Mo so nim se wo ya madam.
Nsem a o kan bia wo so quiet. Oja no. Nana, don't do that.
Is that what you are saying?
No, me no. Yeah, fine, but don't do that.
What? No. T.
Don't do that.
Can they do kuya ya me ja no kire wo.
Nsem a no wo keka no. Ka che ne se me so me be ma se ni kunu.
Te se de.
Meba. Or Kazati said they asked me
Eric, I'll take every responsibility for that. I won't allow that to continue. And yeah, I'll take every responsibility for it. Blame me for it. Let's come back to Parliament and issues of that. Bacho yanko Kwaje yanko yeni mesrao tie remekano. I owe it a duty to my listeners say me moderate show yi amanako na wiye kama. Enti yemfa bon to boso mesrao. Yemfa bon to boso. Kwaje, back to Parliament.
But the wakamate. Me chair dukuya.
Parliament. Mia ATM ko jaiwe. Kwaje, live beyond this nyanko. Parliament. Kwaje Parliament.
Something. Try. Offer standing order corona minia Vincent Debayan.
No for 109 no.
Order 111. Or say the vice president or a minister or a deputy minister who is not a member of parliament shall be entitled to participate in the proceedings of parliament and shall be accorded all the privileges of member of parliament except that he is not entitled to vote.
Okay.
Or to hold an office in parliament. What is the voting process in parliament? What is the voting process?
No,
you know. He knows.
Hey, you see.
No, you see. Oh, I was so quiet for you. No, me say. You brought it. I took a copy from you. I took a copy from him.
Let him establish his point.
Let
him establish his point.
And I make kind of some say. Yes, so yeah. vice president. We a minister. We a deputy minister. Parliament, they are also who be a no kwa ultimate DB apart from say to aba. And I mean, we saw say, Okwamra Shibe Fia process Benny Benny de to aba. E be a ye, anameboa. And e be a no. And the time I hear to aba na can no furiata, ashe no smarts bear 5. No Timonchen, or can ye ya no, keep quiet. Mr. Keep quiet. Maybe listen, let me talk. Let me talk because you brought them. Nana, one now the acts in Abba, and now the constitution Abba, and you can once. And I maybe say in Parliament House, your processes are the trouble.
But Mummy and Ukraine, who had to go to more seminar.
But he brought it. So let's talk about it.
Mamma, I go to me who had to go to Mummy and waste time because Mokaya. Sando no ne the deputy majority leader raised issue with that. Emma, speaker, or rescind this decision.
Yes. Standing on the ban. And what's your giant? And what kind of what's Munjana time? All kind of me make a day sell time. That is the fact. What I'm telling you today is say, per the order 111 na me kayen. Yeah, Baba to a bar. It based on the floor of Parliament. The speaker speaker na head of that. And the speaker na ye can answer no. Ono kra ye to no so aba na connection man for ho. Enti ye said your waka no osuro sonso no. Ono mpo ye to na aba no kra no na parliamentary marshal for kra de spare ballot papers e kwese ballot box. One na hu bi o TV so.
Point is,
ye kwa to na aba yi na say speaker. Ye nya member of parliament a ono otimi fa ballot papers no win in such a ringam. Carlos, why na hu?
Point is,
enti na all lessons learned. National issue. Ade e bebo man no ho bra. Mobile money a ye send ya koma ye yire ne ye guess mo. Ye bete ye ho to. Na wo gina ho aka na okra kire nipa. Wo se ya ma speaker antena ho ntino. Ase edi nkati atosiri nti wampia ya pie.
Wo se ne mo guess.
You see those things are the what ya enye bad. Me
nwa. You say them guess.
No, me can say me see ya yire ne ye guess. Me kan enye bon me I fear not. Me mfa say wa broni. Yes. You see so the issue is Nana. Nana, I didn't see na ye can want some. Et said the akwada wo P1. Na de achen ya no aduane amane so okọ school. Wakọ school akwọtina class. Because he do mathematics or one homework nti no. Math teacher by your sinibu afu apie. But na ni refi say ye mark register no pa 9 no. Na ya mark ni so class. Inti sa omodin bona math teacher ba ya omodin na opie no. E no nkire se wa ma school. Nana otie me pa. E kire se wa pon. E na unim dia oye. Because the unim dia oya. Enka math teacher ba ya nka tena class. Because math na dey ma. Ye kire English dey na out class. Math teacher ba ya say there be math dey me pema pie. Point is sadia. I was here marking me say the whole day no my class what to be that.
The point is
what the minority did no Chairman Sambunsu or embarrassment to the leadership of the NPP because if you're a leader.
But how is that your problem?
No, let me tell you something. How is that my problem? Obia oye Nana the first time no Minister for Parliamentary Affairs. Is he still a Minister for Parliamentary Affairs?
He is.
Look at him. Was here Pamono that day now.
Because
so if as a sector minister for parliamentary affairs, you couldn't control the affairs of parliament. At the end of the day, when the first time as MPs na shi jamano, CMP MP now the actually. Show leadership. And let me tell you one thing. You see, a hanteni drewa hu yenye hu es gracia. Mukita MPs 169 na. Near 106. You can't seem be na your parliament. This is the time for you guys to sit up. Say 137. Ubia here. But our hunter ni ubia kasa na we na udi obiatem no. You can't use it now and it will never hold. He should know. Chairman sir egu na na do aban ani mu ase on the floor of parliament.
How?
And let me tell you something. I was so quiet for you. I was so quiet for you.
But you personalizing the matter. But how can you say the majority leader is the one or group? No, but you cannot say that.
On embarrassment to the government.
You cannot say that
because it's the minister.
In fact, we've had the Speaker of Parliament who is superintending over the mess issue of Parliament. You cannot even say all these things.
Talk to him.
No. You cannot say that.
and then me happy with.
You cannot say that.
No, me happy with a lot, but nananti. That is what I can tell you for now. The American chairman say, you are Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, or embarrassment to your party.
Because
I'm also
because
because
you don't say
we a leader. Nana, I was all lobbying skills. So we know how to manage people, and these issues in Parliament. We are politicians. We understand it. Said they now because I'm maybe a chemo now one. I was also son. APM, we General Secretary, what's the Asian Gallery? Or take gallery and all monitors and MPs by there. Not John Boadu to Sunyana press conference.
But what is his business?
No,
in Parliament?
What is his bidding?
His business in Parliament. When Mr. bidding,
General, or a member of the Parliamentary Service Board, TMPA. Let me tell you something. Minim na juma enti udeti na let me talk me say odum no na de wo de wan kasanya wan kenye me say or a member of Parliamentary Service Board,
but it doesn't give him the privileges.
Management of
Minister
meeting,
but it doesn't give him the privileges
to announce
but how can you even say that?
We mean business in this country.
But how can you even make
this? No, let me talk to you.
How can you even make this
NDC as a party, the interest of Ghanaians, and then we went there.
Okay.
The budget that we voted against, Parliament, NDC, Mumu tax, yempe, Bogan for tax, remittance, yempe, bank transfer, yempe, 15%, and then bank charges, what Benjamin Yatum, university for fees, cost through 15%. Who could see any part? Once Okoji birth and death certificate, if you charge a cost through 15%, yes, MP. Oko renew lances are a cost through 15%, yes, MP. Oko DVLE, other documentation be okay, cost through 15%. Ghana Standard Authority, everything 15%. Those are the issues I eka. A BM, the NA try I want to say, yet ya, and na, and from a bow pusso, and the cofa kete bubu adangui and nipa boasisa. Mampeni timi chata flight so could the holiday our France. Meanwhile, nipa na ticket na nsuo to omofi baby omoten emotu Jimmy ene mattress 13 year de koy. So we are asking the government of the day say what is their position in the budget? Is there a calamity?
Not at all. Honorable Pato wrap up nenko.
Well, someone
I don't know
as someone na me person make a chat one say there's a clear difference between more privileges for Parliament and more municipal privileges for Parliament. The fact say we a member of the Parliamentary Service Board does not give you the constitutional privileges yedema members of yedema ministers and yedema vice president and deputy ministers. Medical culture say ministers, vice president and deputy ministers are almost like members of Parliament. In fact, on our daily basis, ministers and deputy ministers and vice president everything partake in the proceedings. Even in the debate, they can do so. But that member of Parliamentary Service Board now he does not even have the right to even come to the plenary.
And because Parliament.
Well, but that's fine. But I'm just saying, say it cannot be so. Say na obi person just say don't get here and majority for catching so on. No, because at the time we felt say finance minister any deputy finance minister and other ministers are not more. If you are telling them to leave because there's a division and they're going to ring the bell as the standard or the selection, then same should apply to anybody who is there, because the mentality was that they didn't know a bit to me affecting the decision I'll be making. That is and I say no. Well, especially when you don't know, baby, a free bano. It is better to be free. Chamber and be free then it means that you have to clear the gallery, you have to clear plenary, and you also have to clear lobby. One thing I say, clear lobby. Now the plenary that was the argument.
Mate. Honorable Echo Vincent Asifua MP Tafo Pankrono Ewo Kumase Erika J Ena Okasa Sana Honorable Vincent Ebemi earlier Namate Dr. Kweku Efriye Enka Dr. Kweku Efriye Oswafo Minister of Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation, or MP, Sahirioso, and Clement Wilkinson, Gan West MC, also Eba Besrai, a friend and I are Kessie, Ubitimi, a friend the Cardinal, Isaac Odro, Patricia Sefa Fisher, Elizabeth Ejin, Emmanuel Etiemo Gobe. And Prince Bafo Asamwane Samuel Apia Omuna Shishe and Medi Honchame. Media Radia Sumbe Jamunina Makramo, Ukui, Husi, and Wankwanko Bonibia Makramo.